the survivors of the nuclear fire called the war Judgment Day. They lived only to face a new nightmare.
Could a single chip really start World War III? In the movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Cyberdyne Systems developed a revolutionary microprocessor chip found in the remains of the first Terminator. This chip became the foundation for creating the artificial intelligence Skynet, which soon destroyed humanity. Regardless, we cannot control progress or foresee the creation of new destructive weapons. But we can invest in future technologies, get rich from them, build a bunker, and welcome the new era of humanity while sipping daiquiris from our reserves, sitting on the couch in a bunker, watching Terminator 2 on a generator-powered TV, and admiring ourselves. So let's dive in and find out which technologies are worth investing in during the era of techno-feudalism before Judgment Day arrives. If you're curious about how technology will change our lives, support this video with a like. The more engagement we get, the more people will learn about the business of the future. Implants. The human body is a complex yet imperfect system. Diseases, injuries, and age-related changes limit our capabilities, and science strives to solve these problems. Implants already help compensate for lost functions, but in the future they will not only heal, but also enhance human abilities. And what about the human brain? It's a biological computer with limited processing speed and memory capacity. But if we can accelerate computations in regular computers, why not do the same with the brain? Cognitive implants are technologies that in the future could enhance memory, speed up learning, and even allow us to receive information directly bypassing traditional methods. For example, imagine not having to spend years learning a foreign language, but simply downloading it into your brain in seconds, just like in the Matrix. This isn't science fiction, but a logical step in human-machine interaction. Medical implants could enhance vision, hearing, and neurointerfaces. Today, cochlear implants already exist, restoring hearing for people with deafness. Visual implants are being developed to restore eyesight. And neurostimulation technologies help people with paralysis regain movement in their limbs. Some individuals already voluntarily implanted chips that allow them to open doors or make payments with a simple hand gesture. These are the first steps toward a full-fledged human upgrade. In the future, we can imagine implants that enhance endurance, eliminate the need for sleep, or accelerate reaction time. Right now, this may sound extreme, but there was a time when cars seemed like a luxury. Now we can't imagine the world without them. Breakthroughs in brain chip technologies. If the brain operates on electrical signals, then it can be connected to external devices. The idea is simple: a neural chip can transmit information directly to the brain and receive commands back. The potential of such technologies is enormous. For instance, a paralyzed person could control an exoskeleton using only their thoughts, and a writer could dictate a book without a keyboard. One of the key goals of neural interfaces is to assist people with severe medical conditions. For example, chips could restore lost functions after a stroke, allowing the brain to bypass damaged areas. Virtual reality and thought-controlled systems. In the future, neural interfaces could completely transform how we interact with computers. Today, we use keyboards, mice, and touchscreens. But what if interfaces work directly with the brain? Imagine a virtual world that you could enter without the need for glasses or controllers. Or controlling cars, gadgets, and even entire systems using only your thoughts. This isn't just about convenience, it's a revolutionary step in human technology interaction. Ethical and social questions. Like any new technology, implants will initially be expensive. This raises concerns about social equality. Will there be a divide between people with enhanced abilities and those who cannot afford them? On the other hand, technological advancements make innovations more affordable. Computers once cost millions, but today almost everyone owns a smartphone. Perhaps implants will follow the same path, but for now this remains an open question. A new stage of revolutionary is approaching, not just natural selection, but technological selection. People will no longer have to wait for nature to adapt them to new conditions. They will be able to do it themselves. The more technology is integrated into the human body, the higher the risk of cyber attacks. Today, hackers steal bank account details. Tomorrow, they might hack vision, hearing, or even thoughts. The security of such systems is critically important. If your smartphone gets stolen, it's inconvenient, but not life-threatening. But what if someone takes control of an implant responsible for heart function? That's a real danger. Okay, enough with theories and predictions, let's take a closer look at the market for tech companies developing implants and cybernetic technologies for human, and explore the investment opportunities in this sector. Key companies in the industry. Neurolink. Founded by Elon Musk, Neurolink specializes in developing neural interfaces to connect the human brain with computers. The primary goal is to treat neurological disorders and enhance cognitive abilities. As of 2025, Neuralink's valuation is approximately $5 billion. Neuralink has the potential to become a leader in neurotechnology, especially if it receives regulatory approval for clinical use. If the company goes public within the next 5 years, its stock could see significant growth, 200–300% in the first few years. The next hot cake on the market, Boston Dynamics. While Boston Dynamics is best known for its robots, the company is also developing exoskeletons and cybernetic technologies to enhance human physical capabilities. In 2021, Hyundai acquired Boston Dynamics for $1.1 billion. While the expansion of the exoskeleton and robotics market, Boston Dynamics could increase its valuation to $3–5 billion by 2030. The cybernetics and implant market was valued at $20 billion in 2023 and is projected to reach $50–70 billion by 2030. As we can see from the numbers, this is a promising niche for long-term investment. Let's continue exploring the exciting opportunities that the tech universe has to offer. Medical robots. Technology is transforming medicine faster than ever before. In the past, treatment depended entirely on doctors, but today robots and artificial intelligence are actively assisting in diagnostics, surgeries, and patient rehabilitation. Surgical robots, precision and safety. Surgical procedures always come with risks. Human factors such as surgeon fatigue, hand tremors, or miscalculations can affect the outcome. However, by delegating part of the work to robots, these risks can be minimized. The best example, Project Limburg. As far back as 2001, French surgeons performed the world's first remote surgery using the Zeus robotic surgical system. The patient was in Strasbourg, while the surgeon operated from New York. The gallbladder removal was a success, proving that remote surgery is possible. Another well-known robotic surgical system is the Da Vinci surgical system, which is used for minimally invasive surgeries. In 2020, in India, the Da Vinci robot successfully performed a complex heart surgery. The surgeon controlled the robot using joysticks and 3D visualization, allowing for a precise, minimally invasive procedure. The robot made small incisions, inserted instruments and the camera, and then executed all necessary maneuvers on the heart. The patient recovered significantly faster compared to traditional open-heart surgery. After surgeries or injuries, patients often require long recovery periods. Once again, robots are stepping in to assist. They can help with movement, train muscles, and in the future even replace lost limbs with a high degree of precision. Companies like Exobionics and Rewalk Robotics are developing robotic exoskeletons that help spinal cord injury patients and stroke survivors regain motor functions. Diagnostics, the foundation of effective treatment. The earlier a disease is detected, the higher the chances of successful treatment. But a doctor cannot analyze thousands of scans, medical histories, and test results in just 1 minute. A robot can. IBM Watson Health, used to analyze medical data including images, lab results, and medical histories, helping doctors make more accurate diagnoses. Google DeepMind developed algorithms for analyzing medical images, such as eye scans, to detect diseases at early stages, for example, diabetic retinopathy. PathAI, an AI-powered platform that helps biologists analyze biopsy samples and make more precise diagnoses, including detecting cancer. AI is also used for patient monitoring. Babylon Health, an app that utilizes AI to analyze symptoms and provide medical recommendations. It can also predict potential diseases based on patient data. AI-powered patient care robots. Robeer, a robotic beer developed in Japan that assists in lifting and moving patients with limited mobility. Moxie, a robot that helps nurses with routine tasks, such as delivering medications and collecting lab samples. One of the main concerns regarding medical robots is their high cost. But let's look at it from a different perspective. Technology always becomes cheaper over time. There was a time when personal computers cost as much as a car, yet today they are affordable for nearly everyone. The same will happen with medical robots. The more are they used, the cheaper they will become. Additionally, automation reduces hospital expenses. For instance, if robots handle routine tasks, Hospitals won't need to maintain as many staff members, which allows them to lower treatment costs for patients. Many people lack access to quality healthcare simply because they live far from major hospitals. Robots could change this. If diagnostics, consultations, and even some surgeries become remote, patients won't have to travel hundreds of kilometers for treatment. Investing in medical technologies. Well, all of this is fascinating, but now let's analyze the medical technology market and identify key companies for potential investment. Let's start with Medtronic, one of the world's leading manufacturers of medical devices, including neurostimulators and cardiac implants. Company capitalization $120 billion as of 2023. Medtronic is expected to continue growing due to the expansion of its cybernetic implant lineup. Moderate stock growth of 5–7% annually is projected. Another interesting option, Abbott Laboratories. The company develops medical devices, including neurostimulators and health monitoring systems. Capitalization $235 billion as of 2025. Forecast: Abbott could increase its capitalization to $250 billion by 2030 due to advancements in technologies for treating chronic diseases. Boston Scientific, BSX, is one of the leading companies in the medical device sector. As of the first quarter of 2025, Boston Scientific's market capitalization was around $151 billion. There are approximately 1.45 billion shares in circulation. In 2025, the stock price peaked at $106. Analysts and financial institutions mostly provide positive forecasts for Boston Scientific stock. The company's revenue is expected to grow by 6–8% annually in the coming years. Automated manufacturing. Modern manufacturing is on the verge of another technological revolution, also known as the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Automation, artificial intelligence, and new materials are transforming factories into high-tech complexes where the role of humans is rapidly changing. This is not just a matter of efficiency, it impacts the economy, labor markets, and entire industries. The digitalization of factories and plants. Manufacturing has traditionally been associated with heavy physical labor, noisy machinery, and workers in uniforms. However, in reality, factories have long been evolving. Digital technologies allow remote process control, real-time data collection, and increased productivity. Digital twins, virtual copies of factories and individual processes, enable testing of changes without the risk of actual losses. Imagine being able to see in advance how a new production line will affect overall efficiency before implementing modernization. The more complex the production, the more variables need to be considered: equipment condition, work speed, raw material volumes, logistics, and even weather conditions. A human cannot account for everything, but artificial intelligence can handle it in fractions of a second. AI analyzes data, predicts equipment failures, optimizes logistics routes, and even forecasts demand, helping companies avoid overstocking or product shortages. As a result, costs decrease and losses are minimized. Workplace robotization. Robots have long been used in manufacturing, but the difference between old and new systems is enormous. In the past, machines performed only mechanical tasks, whereas modern robots are equipped with sensors, cameras, and software that allow them to adapt to changes. For example, in automobile factories, robots not only weld car bodies, but can also detect how precisely the parts fit together and adjust their work without human intervention. This improves product quality and reduces defects. Previously, producing complex parts required massive factories with expensive equipment. Now many of these parts can be 3D printed. The main advantage of 3D printing is flexibility. A 3D printer is not limited to a single specific part. It can be programmed to manufacture anything. This is especially important in aviation, medicine, and mechanical engineering, where unique and complex structures are required. Additionally, 3D printing significantly reduces waste. In traditional manufacturing, such as milling, a large portion of the materials turned into scrap. A 3D printer, however, uses exactly the amount of raw materials needed to create the part. Cost reduction and efficiency improvement. Every business strives to produce goods faster, cheaper, and with higher quality. Automation makes it possible to simultaneously lower production costs and increase productivity. Robots do not get tired, do not require sick leave, and work around the clock. Yes, their development and implementation require significant investments, but in the long run, this reduces labor costs and decreases the number of defects. However, automation does not mean a complete abandonment of human labor. People remain operators, engineers, and developers of new technologies, while monotonous and dangerous tasks are delegated to machines. So, are there companies in this sector worth investing in? Here are a few promising golden geese. Siemens AG, CG, a leading company in industrial automation and robotics. The German conglomerate is a leader in industrial automation and digital solutions for factories, such as the Siemens Digital Industries platform. Market capitalization approximately $130 billion as of October 2023. Analysts expect moderate growth due to demand for Industry 4.0 and digital twins. Another interesting company in the field of factory digitalization, General Electric, GE, an American company actively developing digital solutions for industry, for example, the Predix platform. Market capitalization approximately $211 billion as of 2025. Forecast positive with expected stable growth due to the company's focus on digital technologies. Another promising player, Honeywell International, HON, a manufacturer of automation and digitalization solutions for industrial processes. Honeywell divides its business into 4 key segments: aerospace, building technologies, performance materials and technologies, safety and productivity solutions. Market capitalization approximately $136 billion as of October 2025. Analysts forecast moderate stock growth is expected in the next 12 months, with a target price of $210–220. The company remains attractive to long-term investors due to its business diversification and stable financial performance. Now we have reached the most fascinating and futuristic part of future technologies. Exciting and full of promise – space technologies. Space is no longer limited to government programs and scientific research. Today, it is a potential market with enormous opportunities that can transform not only the future of humanity, but also Earth's economy. Those who invest in space technologies today are laying the foundation for a new era of civilization, an era where planetary boundaries are no longer obstacles. In the past, only governments conducted space missions. Huge budgets, complex bureaucracy, and technological limitations made space flights rare and extremely expensive. However, today everything has changed. Sooner or later, humanity will have to expand beyond Earth. The planet's resources are limited, the global population is growing, and technological progress demands more energy and rare materials. The Moon and Mars are considered the first steps in interplanetary expansion. The Moon is attractive due to its proximity. It can be used as a logistics hub, a mining base, and even an energy source, for example, helium-3 for nuclear fusion. Mars is a more challenging target, but it is considered the first planet where a fully autonomous colony can be established. It has water reserves in the form of ice, an atmosphere although thin, and conditions that could support future terraforming. Space mining. Earth's resources are depleting, and sooner or later humanity will face shortages. Asteroids contain vast amounts of rare earth metals, precious elements, and even water, which can be used to produce fuel. For example, a single medium-sized metal asteroid could contain more platinum and nickel that has been mined throughout human history. Extracting these materials would require significant investment, but in the long run, it could completely reshape the global economy, making rare elements affordable and widely available. Climate and disaster monitoring. Climate change, natural disasters and resource management, the need for accurate data. Modern satellites enable real-time monitoring of Earth's conditions, predicting hurricanes, controlling carbon dioxide emissions, and tracking glacier changes. This is crucial not only for ecology, but also for the economy. Agriculture, logistics, construction, and energy all depend on weather conditions. The more accurate the forecast and monitoring, the more efficiently these sectors can be managed. Is it worth investing in space? Space is not just about exploration, it is a massive market that will grow rapidly in the coming decades. Here are some areas already showing commercial potentials. Satellite technologies, communication, cartography, Earth observation, space tourism, suborbital flights, orbital hotels, resource extraction, asteroid mining is already being explored, manufacturing in zero gravity, unique materials and pharmaceuticals, colonization and infrastructure, building lunar and Martian bases, Whoever takes the lead in these niches will gain massive competitive advantages in the future. Time to invest. Follow the money. Okay, follow the money, as my grandfather used to say. Here is a list of companies in space technology and climate monitoring worth considering for investment. The first hero is, of course, SpaceX. SpaceX is the leader in space launches, satellite internet, Starlink, and rocket development, Starship, Falcon. As of December 2024, SpaceX is valued at $350 billion, making it the most expensive private company in the world. This valuation increased due to a secondary stock sale, indicating high investor interest. The company's rising capitalization is linked to its success in key areas: rocket launches, Falcon 9, the Starlink satellite internet project, and the development of Starship, a reusable rocket for interplanetary missions. Factors affecting investment attractiveness. For example, Starlink. The satellite internet project already has over 6,000 satellites in orbit, and SpaceX is actively expanding its customer base. Starlink is expected to become a major revenue source in the future, especially if the company takes this division public through an IPO. Analyst forecasts, for example Morgan Stanley, suggest that the space services market could reach $1.1–1.4 trillion by the end of the decade, with Starlink capturing a significant share of the satellite communications segment. Successes with Falcon 9 and recent Starship tests, such as the return of the Super Heavy first stage to the platform in 2024, further confirm SpaceX's leadership in reducing the cost of space launches. This makes the company attractive for contracts with NASA, the Pentagon, and private clients. Additionally, SpaceX receives significant contracts from the US government, for example for launching military satellites or transporting astronauts to the ISS. This ensures a stable revenue stream despite occasional losses. For example, in 2022, a $559 million loss with a revenue of $4.6 billion. In the long term, 5–10 years, forecasts remain very optimistic. For example, Ron Barron, 2020, suggested that SpaceX could reach a valuation of $1 trillion if it becomes a leader in space tourism, Mars colonization, and global internet services. However, this depends on technological breakthroughs and the global economy. Well, I think everything is pretty clear with SpaceX. I'm already buying shares. Rocket Lab, RKLB, another promising company. Rocket Lab is a public company traded under ticket RKLB on Nasdaq, specializing in launching small satellites with its Electron rocket and developing a larger Neutron rocket for future missions. As of March 2025, the stock is trading around $20, reflecting significant growth from its $3.47 low in April 2024. The company's market capitalization is around $9 billion. Rocket Lab has successfully completed over 50 Electron launches by early 2025 and holds contracts with NASA, private companies, for example Black Sky, and the military, ensuring a stable revenue stream. Neutron as a growth driver. The development of the reusable Neutron rocket, first launch planned for 2026, promises to increase payload capacity and reduce launch costs, potentially competing with SpaceX's Falcon 9. Analysts such as Citi raised the price target to $35 by the end of 2024. Revenue growth. 2024 revenue approximately $300 million. 2025 forecast $400–450 million. Expected profitability by 2027. Well, friends, let's digest all of this. The future demands investments in key technologies today. The implants and medical technologies promise a revolution in healthcare, improving quality of life. Neural networks and automation are transforming business processes, increasing efficiency and reducing costs. Automated manufacturing will become the foundation of industry, ensuring flexibility and scalability. Space technologies, including satellites and exploration, are opening up new markets and resources. Investing in these areas now is a strategic step toward economic leadership in the future. That's all for today, friends. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Let me know in the comments what topic you'd like the next video to cover. Wishing you all a great weekend and a productive week ahead.